This is everything you need to be doing during the February update. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman come with you today with a checklist after the update. So guys, for the first time, I actually want to hit you guys with some things you should be doing during the update. We're talking the February patch that released KANAE, TAWATA, hard mode, DEIMOS, even more. So guys, strap in because we got 5 things to talk about. This is your checklist after the update. So if you guys rock with this video idea, definitely comment below, leave a like on the video, let me know. But also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss a live or an upload. Now, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Number 5 is going to be upgrading your shadows via the shadow armament system. So guys, you can unlock the shadow armament feature when you advance the shadow to general ranking, and then when shadow armament is activated, the shadows can obtain the armament skills as well as various other effects. But with that in mind, which are the best shadows that you want to be upgrading first? Honestly, there's a few to talk about, but considering the shadows had to be general ranking, you got to think about which shadows are first likely going to be general ranking. Now, if you're having a starter account, if you're not, let's say, a maxed out player, then the likely shadow generals you're gonna have from the rip are gonna be Igris, let's say Beru, and then maybe Serbi, let's say Iron, and literally let's just dial it back and just make it a top 3. Igris, Beru, and then Big Rock are probably gonna be your first 3 generals if you do follow the Shadow Army guide that we did release about a while ago. I do want to say that these are the top 3 shadows that you did want to get to general first, but I will say that Iron's shadow armament system is actually very thorough, and it honestly to me is pretty much one of the best ones. And I do want to highlight this because his is actually pretty insane. If you just go to his skills, his armament skill, he gets a shield of protection. So with this, he does a decent amount of damage, whatever the case may be, but this also does a defense decrease when this skill hits, and then it creates a shield of protection for all your shadows. So shadows' damage taken within the area decreases by 30%, and super armor is also activated. So your shadows aren't going to get knocked down, they're not going to get any of their skills interrupted, whatever the case may be, they're not going to go away, and their damage taken will decrease. And then the second part, the skill damage of shadows within the area increases by 10%. So not only is Iron boosting your shadows defense, he's also increasing them while decreasing the enemy's defense. Guys, this is an insane effect, and you can definitely see usage from this in any hunter mode battle. Now of course on the Genu side, you're likely not going to run Iron, and I don't blame you, but let's say you just need a 3rd spot, I might suggest starting to run Iron just for this shield of protection effect if you do want to help out your shadows. But if you're not going to go with Iron, I kind of wanted to highlight that, but likely you're going to have someone like Igris at general first. You're going to have someone maybe like Beru at general first, because when you do extract Beru, you do have the opportunity to unlock all your other generals. But of course, it's going to take a bunch of traces, guys. So if we're talking affordability, I say go for Igris or go for Beru or go for Iron, one of those 3. And of course, there's a bunch of better ones, but we're not talking if you can just get each and every one. We're going to have an updated guide very soon just about shadows in general, but stay tuned for that as well. Number 4 is going to be participating in the wanted DEIMOS kills. So for the top 3,000 kills, it looks like 1,000 killed are so far. So 33% of the way there, we're 66% to go. And you guys do want to participate in this event if you do have an endgame account. Now, if you don't have an endgame account, this honestly might not apply to you because Workshop of Brilliant Light is an endgame mode, and then hard DEIMOS, Workshop of Brilliant Light, is an extra hard game mode for those who like to push themselves for a little bit of a challenge. And then it does have flame ticks, and with this, guys, it's always going to be a high difficulty battle. He actually has a bit more CP than you guys see, so he's more than meets the eye for sure. And then I even struggled with this in the blue, so, and maybe that's just a skill issue, but all in all, man, DEIMOS is played with a bunch of RNG. He just does whatever. So DEIMOS is a hard boss. If you can't beat him on hard, play him on normal. Just keep leveling up in that regard if you are an endgame account. Don't beat yourself up too much if you can't complete it. We did drop a hard DEIMOS guide-ish on the channel, so you might want to check that out if you do want some tips, tricks, how I defeated it myself. But of course, take into account this is a will account, this is a creator account, so you definitely don't want to compare your account to mine in that regard. But some tips I can drop for you guys. Of course, you do want to level up your weapons as well, so a 2-part system. You do want to participate in getting these special designs if you can, and then what's the best weapons to use on this? You might want to refer to our hunter weapons tier list in January. There's been no new weapons to release after January, so you can still refer to that video to kind of make your informed decision. If you are going for the hard DEIMOS clears, you might want to go with the Phoenix Soul first, and then maybe from there go for the Fire Fan. Of course, if you're still, let's say, an early on player, you're probably looking for things like Plum Sword, Moon Shadow, whatever the case may be. And then honestly, to always get those special designs, it's pretty hard to get those. I'm not gonna lie. The RNG is actually insane. I have never gotten one from the dungeon breaks, but it does allegedly say you can get it from the dungeon breaks, bro. But the rates on these are so terrible. I have still yet to get one. If you've gotten one from a dungeon break, please comment now so I can know it's not just me, because I'm definitely cursed, right? We could literally do all 7 of these gates, all make them dungeon breaks, and we won't get a single special design. So that's a little bit annoying, but once Netmarble, let's say, boost the rates, make them more available, we'll be able to level up even more. Number 3 is going to be redeeming free codes. Now hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I know. There's a bunch of free codes though, guys. You gotta really take advantage of these because there's over 10 codes available to you guys for 100% free. Of course, we're talking about the Netmarble Partner Creator Plus, but we're also talking about the free redeem codes that did release over the past week. Now, of course, some of them might be expired, so take that with a grain of salt. But as far as the Netmarble Partner Creator Plus, we have literally 5 different codes to give out right now. So read up on these. We have Essence Stones, things like Skill Runes, Weapon Enhancement, even more Essence Stones, and Skill Scrolls. We have another mission coming soon for the Global SLC, and then we actually have this mission right now. This video is actually this mission, spoiler alert, but we're gonna leave that for a little bit later within the video, so we're not going to talk about that all too much. So you definitely want to click those links in the description, and then this is the other place where we do have the codes available. So check out the shorts. The shorts is probably one of the best places you guys can find codes. So if you're ever on my channel and you want to know, hey, what's the latest codes, look at the short section and then you can kind of know that. So things like SLA V-Day Love and Queen of Rise, Sweet Soul Love, and then these other ones, I think these first 3 people are saying might have expired. I don't know if they are, my bad, I guess, but definitely the devs make the codes for like, they make them last for like 8 hours, and then sometimes they make them last for 2 weeks. So guys, I'm not in charge of how long the codes last, so don't take it too personal. And then as far as the Netmarble Partner Creator Plus M, we actually do have another 2 codes available. One that's going to be for a Global SLC that, again, we're going to make when Netmarble releases that other one on the other Netmarble Partner Creator Plus, and then this one from Workshop Brilliant Light, 500k gold. And actually, I definitely need 500k gold because your boy has been running a little bit low, so I'm actually going to go ahead and redeem my own damn code, and then you guys can actually see that these codes work. So they're never a scam and they're 1000% free. So I just did this literally for free, and let's go ahead and eat on our own code. Boom, 500k. So boom, with that, that's how you know it's a verifiable, it's not a scam. And then of course we do want you guys to eat on as much codes as possible, so go ahead and click those links or go ahead and follow the channel, like and subscribe as always so you never miss a code. Number 2 is going to be saying yay or nay to TAWATA KANAE. So this fiery assassin has come onto the scene, and she's been an insane amount of DPS from an assassin unit. She's honestly one of the best characters in the game right now, but do you honestly need her? Well, it's going to be up to you to make that informed decision. I do think that this might be the end of the fire meta, so whether you're actually just trying to boost your account, whether you have a built you so hewn might play into factor, whether you actually have Essel Radaru belt out might also play into factor, because I do think that's also super important. I do think you need high advancements of Essel before you try to even tackle a good fire meta. So people might be trying to draw for KANAE a little bit too preemptively, so make sure you guys aren't doing that. But of course, make your informed decision. Are you going to go in with the fire meta, or are you just going to stick it out for this update, wait on the next meta to come? It's looking like it might rotate around and get back to water, which I would be excited for. So for you guys that, let's say, maybe have your water units boosted up, let's talk about Malin Fisher, and then let's talk about the Ice Queen herself, the Ice Witch, I should say, Alicia Blanc. She might splash onto the scene. Characters like Go to Ryuji, you never know what might happen, but you do have to decide whether you're going to rock with KANAE or not. Say yay or nay to TAWATA KANAE. And finally, last but not least, number 1 is going to be talking about the Solo Leveling Arise web shop. Now, you might click off if you're not pay to win, of course, but hear me out. Definitely, you might want to just stay tuned just really quickly, but I promise you guys, this is part of the mission. When it comes to this, guys, you have a lucky capsule that you guys can commit a that draw from. So log in with the same account that you log on to Solo Level Horizon. This will actually be the first link in the description. So as you can see, it's a free daily gift draw, but in this case, it's called Lucky Capsule now. So we just did a draw, and then if I do go back to Solo Leveling Horizon, I will see that 50k gold in my mailbox. So if I go right here, or let's say my shop, or where is it gonna be? It's gonna load in somewhere. But the point is, eventually it's gonna be there. Now, if I go back really quickly, that is one total draw. For you guys that are, let's say, a light spender, even a whale, you guys can do this up to 5 times, get a 20% discount coupon. So this is the benefit of the month, quote unquote. And then if you draw up to 10 times, you can get a 30% discount coupon. So you might want to consider it. Maybe get yourself a Hunter Association support chest, which is like $6.99, $8.99, depending on where you frequent. But from there, some things that I might recommend if you are going to purchase, let's say you have some Arise points to spend. This is more so going to be advice for you light spenders, or let's say you whales. I am pretty keen on probably these dollar packs just to get these purchase benefits that you see up on the top. And then this pretty much I buy with all my Arise points when I'm not talking about break purchases. So as you can see, I got a little bit of Arise points, and then it's kind of like, just return on investment that way. So I get up to, let's say, 1 to 2 of these a day, wait for my Arise points to accumulate, let's say by my bigger purchases. This is really kind of like whale advice. So I'm sorry if you're like a free to play and you're just, listening out to this, but the point is, it's a mission. You guys know I usually don't put this into videos, but regardless, we're gonna do what Netmarble asks as we get the Phoenix Soul. So that's pretty much the best way you want to go about it. Of course, then from there, the monthly bundles are also one of the best things that you can get from just, spending in Solo Leveling Horizon. Maybe the Hunter Association support chest. Again, Netmarble, they're not technically paying me to say this. They're giving me codes to say this. But then again, guys, am I a sellout? Go ahead and comment below. And with that, what do you guys think of the checklist after the update? Go ahead and leave your thoughts, theories, and comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.